I'm old and I'm hurting.
Hello, adventurers. Today we're going to talk about one of the things that I'm really excited about that we do together, and that's the Meow Wolf exhibits. We've been to Vegas, Houston, and now Dallas's Meow Wolf.
We just got back today.
They're a interactive walk-through art exhibit.
Can be an escape room if you get lost. I couldn't find you.
I think we spent over 30 minutes trying to get out of one time because we didn't understand the exit signs, because when you're walking through, like, there's doors and there's things that shouldn't be doors that are doors, and doors that are doors but aren't doors.
There's another door.
Always.
You have to be there to understand.
Yes.
Even yesterday, you like pointed out and it's like the door's right here, and I was like, oh, we can use that one. It gets a little confusing sometimes, and if you don't try to open the door, you can get stuck in a circle.
So fair warning, like, this video will have some spoilers for those who want to experience Dallas's Meow Wolf. However, we felt it was important to show what Meow Wolf is.
Yeah, and even though you see some of it, you have to be there.
Yeah, because we can show you pictures and we can show you videos and you still not understand the gravitas of this exhibit. It is floor to ceiling.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, sometimes it's like, oh, did you look up? Did you look down? Did you look into this hole that's in the wall to see a diorama? Or did you open the fridge?
Fridges are a big part that we have found with Meow Wolf exhibits. This one had an especially great fridge part. Like, we walked in and that was my exciting part. I was excited to see the fridge room. And that sounds so weird to say, but if you've ever been to a Meow Wolf, you understand. But yeah, this one is just a room of fridge doors. And it was fantastic because you got to walk to each one to see if it opened, and if it did, well, what was on the other side. This goes to the house. Okay. So,
It's kind of like interdimensional travel. So every door goes into a different dimension or a different world or a different area that you may or may not understand or that exists.
Or it's just a different experience.
Yes. It's visual, it's sound. It's texture, like you touch things. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, like, I think your favorite part was inside the refrigerator room, but it was a specific door.
Door in this whole place.
To hone in more on, we said there were holes in the walls. Some of them are small holes, which you can see dioramas on the other side of. Some of them are bigger holes, like big enough that you think you might fit through, but you might not. They're everywhere, and it's fun to try and figure out what you're supposed to do with it.
And there is a few of them do have an interactive app where you can. What I like is being able to check off the rooms that we got to see, so that you know at the end, hey, I saw all the rooms. But also there's usually an underlining story to the house as well. Like, this one had a missing child.
Yeah, and you're trying to figure out where he is. And I had my own theory. I think Jared's in the garden. Throughout the entire thing. Was I right? Of course not. But that's part of the fun, is going through trying to see if you're right or if you're figuring out any of the million clues that are throughout the whole thing.
And they want you to touch things, like, not everything, but like you touch or interact with things and
go through laundry, go through the mail, flip through notebooks, go through the laptop.
If you want, you can spend as much time in there as you want to. Like some people could go in and probably get done. Shucks, what minimum like 2 hours is probably the minimum you would want to give it. Maybe one.
If you did it very quickly, but
If
you wouldn't see much.
You wouldn't see much, but you could spend 4 or 5 hours there going through clues, going through the room. Like you could make a whole day of this.
But no, it definitely make sure that you have time if you go to Meow Wolf of any of them. You're going to need at least 2 hours, especially the bigger ones.
Yes.
The one in Las Vegas, probably 3 hours. There's a lot to see and there's a lot to do. And once you get inside, you're going to lose time.
Yeah, you forget what time it is and where you are exactly because you're in a different dimension. Also, I'm not going to ignore the fact that they have some really cool merch. We got this little guy. He's amazing. This experience also had some like 3D glasses that kind of intensified the color in the rooms, and I really enjoyed it. You had a hard time keeping them on.
Mine kept falling off my face. That was me.
I was walking around the
Spastic.
entire thing. I'm like looking at my hand and being like, "Ooh, look, my hand even looks weird." Like,
Yeah.
I was having a great time.
So another thing about Meow Wolves is there's always hidden doors, and it's not always a refrigerator. Like, there's always a refrigerator to walk through somewhere, but it's not always a refrigerator. So check everything. We do.
I think I found a secret. No.
I don't think they're open for business.
Yeah, open everything that you can except for anything that says like fire alarm, exit door only. Don't mess with those. Like that's theirs.
But yeah, you'll be very pleasantly surprised by some of the things you can open.
And look, like sometimes you walk around a wall and you don't realize that wall, and you're like, oh, that's the end of that hallway. And if you keep walking, it's like, oh, there's more hallway.
And I actually got lost because of one of these weird hallways. I saw him through a hole in the wall. I knew where he was, walked around the wall, and I couldn't find him. I couldn't find you. I didn't go through the door and was lost. Because I didn't go through a door.
Yeah.
That's where I got lost at a door.
All she had to do was walk a little bit further and she would have seen the door, even though the door was the same.
I walked over there. I just didn't go through the door.
The doors are usually painted the same as the wall, so sometimes they do blend in very well. But yeah, like totally like touch and feel things and like look for the things that are a little odd. And look for clues because sometimes you might interact with something, but you don't know how to interact with it. So if something says, hey, this needs to be at this time or this date or this number, and you press that button, something else might happen.
Yeah, sometimes there are certain exhibits that require certain radio frequencies and things that you have to dial in.
Everything's connected in a weird, unusual way, and it's kind of like your task to figure out how.
And a lot of these, if not all of them, have video games within them. And if you play them and you win, you might get a secret code to something else further on, like the ATM machine or the phones that you keep seeing everywhere that you don't know what number to call. So pay attention.
There's also like a computer in usually all of them, or radio gear, or like you said, a television or something like that. And like it's made to be interacted with. Now, like you could lose hours trying to figure that out.
Right. Yeah. Definitely check it out if you can.
If you've never been to one, take a day, go spend it, take some friends with you.
They're all over the country. There's now one in New York. There's one in Los Angeles. There's one in Santa Fe. There's one in Denver. There's one in Las Vegas, which I've been to twice. It's worth it.
That one's the Omega Mart. It's kind of like the famous one that everyone thinks about when they start getting into Meow Wolf, and it's a giant grocery store. Yeah. And
you can buy the groceries.
You can buy the groceries, and they're like Doritos they look like Doritos,
from a different dimension.
but
It
they're
was
from
really
a different
cool.
dimension.
They have one in Houston and they have one in Dallas.
Yes.
So check them out.
They're all different. Sometimes there is like one or two things that are similar, but they're all their own entity, their own art exhibit.
Yeah. So check them out and stay bougie.